In this episode, I'm going to find the solution for these Dapol Ballast Wagons from constantly derailing. Stick around. Hi and welcome back to a new episode. I'd like to discuss these wagons. I have 4 of each, and besides the fact that they are very heavy because of their metal base, they are actually real rubbish on the track. Derailments and their couplings, they're hopeless. I don't understand why two Graham Farish wagons, if you push them together, they couple up perfectly. And with these, I mean, here you can already see one of them is higher than the other. I mean, they're real rubbish. Going around the bend, they uncouple. And because at the moment all I have is a couple of helixes, so I have a lot of bends. The moment I go around the bend, they uncouple and they reverse down the helix. Very frustrating and very annoying and disappointing. I mean, they weren't exactly cheap. I'm sure most of you know the price for these, around between 20 and 30 euros each. I mean, 8 of them, that's 240 euros. Not exactly cheap, you know. But anyway, I'm going to show you now a couple of clips of where they go wrong. Mainly points and bends and any curve, you know, I mean, any radius. And well, not all of them. Let's get this clear, all right, out there. They are not all bad, but again, for the price I paid, even if they were cheap, you know, I don't expect the lack of quality control. Why should I need to send them back? That's a waste of time and effort and resources. Why should I need to? I mean, the manufacturer told me, replace these with magnetic. Why should I? I paid for these. I want these to work. If I wanted them magnetic, I would have shut up, removed them and you know, bought magnetic couplings myself. I don't need the manufacturer telling me that they're faulty. Here, buy these, buy them. Give them to me for free. If you know you have a mistake there. But anyway, let's not talk about this. I don't want to turn this into a rant. So, I'm going to show you a couple of clips of them going wrong. Mainly, it's this one I'm going to show you. It is at the back of the rake. I've placed it both directions, front and rear. I've moved it to the back and to the front, in the middle. 99% of the time, this one is an issue. I have issues with the others, namely this one. I have one that is slightly on the tilt, and I can't understand why. I'm not going to touch that one, that's for sure. Anyway, let me show you those clips, and I'll get back to you. This is one of the locations where most of the time the last wagon delays. No matter which one I put at the end, it always delays. And there it is. That's one case in point. Now we're going to see a different location. Again, the same last wagon in this case. It will derail 9 times out of 10. And it becomes very frustrating, obviously, each and every time. And there we are, the front bogie once again. So let's move this one out of the way. Let's talk about this one. I've noticed that when the bogie turns, the frame hits the side. Let me show you with this here. Let me get closer. There. The frame here of the bogie is hitting the yellow side of the truck. So what I want to do is, look, you see, it's hitting, it gets stuck. So when it's going around the bend, oops, there you go. Why do they derail and disconnect? When they go around the bend, the bogie tries to turn, and obviously it's restricted. It gets restricted. So it seems to not have enough space between the bogie and the chassis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this pin here and place a spacer underneath the bogie, between the chassis and the bogie. So let me get this pin off and I'll get back to you. As you can see, I have removed the bogies. It's very simple. You just pull these pins out and the rest falls apart. While doing this, be careful, because you may put some pressure on the wheels and the pin at the end of the shaft there might come out of the socket, and the wheels won't be exactly loose then, and they'll be misaligned and you'll have a bigger problem. Just be careful when you take them off. What I'm going to do now is, I have this little washer here. Let me pick it up, wait. There it is. I got these from my other hobby. They are shims. This one is 0.025 inch. They're used for taking up any slack between a prop shaft and the differential on one of my RC cars. Anyway, but I found that if I put one here, I know it's big, but let me show you on the side. There is this here, and it fits on it nicely. It doesn't fall off. So once I put that there, hang on, it's magnetic, and I put this back on, and I push the pin. Let's see if I can do this. Very fidgety. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can do this on camera. This is why I never do things on camera, because everything goes wrong and the video will end up 20 times as long. You see what I mean? Let me do this off camera and get back to you. And here we are. You can see the washer, in fact, in there, and it's still loose, obviously. I mean, it shouldn't be tight in there. We have more movement here now, and it's smoother. The frame is not hitting anymore like it was before. And when I get both done, this one will be able to turn even sharper than it was before. So not that I needed to go sharper, but at least it will struggle less, where I was having those issues that you saw in those clips. Let me get this one done, and then we'll take them for another test run. Until then. Here we have in the same location on that point. Again, the last wagon. And you're going to see it pass successfully this time. There was an improvement with what I did. And the same here in the same location. We have an improvement as well. And here it comes. There it is. And it went by without an issue. Maybe those spacers I used, those shims, seem to have helped. This is where the same train is going around other locations on the track. This is after I fixed it all, alright? Because I did that mod to all the wagons now. I said I'm going to do it to one. I'm going to do it to all, might as well, keep them all the same. These are locations where I frequently had other derailment and uncoupling. I did have a few uncouplings after the mod, yes, but I'm going to have to change all the couplings, because when I use the Techiwax, it becomes one long wagon, and when you get a derailment, then they're all stuck to each other, and it's very flimsy to get it, back on the track. You move one and the other derails, so I'm going to have to use those magnetic ones, unfortunately, another expense, and hopefully do away with the problem. If you like what you see, subscribe, like and comment. Thank you very much for watching.